Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I tell you what, I mean, MAFS, we go on there every year. Let's be honest, we say this every year. That it's very controversial that these experts, so-called experts, put these people together, and we know that there's not going to be any connection there. They want friction, and that's what happens. So Duncan went on the show, and he was matched with Alyssa. And Evelyn went on the show, she was matched with Rupert. They're not together with their partners now, but they are together, and they join us. Welcome!
Yes! Good morning, everyone.
Is this a huge relief to publicly come out and say, guys, we did find love on the show?
Yeah, no more sneaking around, no more walking down the streets pretending not to know each other, so it's good.
We can go out now.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have been out. Weren't there some photos floating around not that long ago when you had a bit of a big night in a nightclub?
With
There
no
was,
shirt on?
yeah. I think if you're trying to be inconspicuous, you shouldn't take your shirt off.
Or drink too much?
And
Throw me
have
around
Evelyn's
like a
legs
whack.
wrapped around your waist while you dance around doing dirty dancing.
Okay, now look, can we go back? Because people want to know, when you were on the actual show, was there any flirting going on then? And I know you had respective partners, but was there any flirting or is there any conversations you had on the show where you thought there could be something here, Evelyn?
It was strictly friend zone. Obviously, when Duncan walked in, I could tell he was attractive.
Yes.
But obviously, as a woman, it takes a little bit more than a six-pack and a beautiful face
So true. There's a lot more to it.
to get to know someone.
Thank goodness for Whipper.
You see what you see. But so that's a great question, Fitz, because
Yes.
my mind runs. So on the show, when you were sitting there, say, on the couch with your other partners,
Yeah.
it would have been weird because you were kind of looking at each other going, but there's something special here. You would have known then.
It actually wasn't, because it's such an emotionally charged situation. And for me anyway, I was doing everything that I possibly could to try to create like a good environment and a good scenario in the situation that I was in with my partner, and it felt like it was crumbling, and everything that was going on in that situation,
Yeah.
like all my energy and focus was on that. So
Okay,
you reckon?
Okay, can we
definitely.
Can we go to the MAFS dinner party that we had? The MAFS dinner party.
Yeah.
Now this was after filming. You guys got together again. There was a little bit of friction there. Harrison was there and that as well. But what were you guys together then?
Yes.
That's yes.
We plead the fifth.
Were you? So you actually did quite well not to give anything away, but you were actually hooking up with each other then.
Oh, we were hanging out.
Okay.
Oh, my
Answer this.
goodness. Well, can I then? I'm just intrigued now. Okay, I'm just going to run with it.
Go
Run
for
with
it.
it.
Just imagine if the two of you were together at the dinner party. Rewind a little bit. When was the first time that you were together?
Yeah, this is good.
When did you first lock lips or first know that this could go somewhere?
I
Evelyn?
think we were. Do you want to go?
No, you go. No, you go.
Who's
Come
that?
on. I mean, set the scene.
Yeah, you're out now.
Yeah, so Mardi Gras is a pretty big event in Sydney, and we were having a bit of a dance together. Nothing even happened that night, but that was the first night that we'd spent a little bit of time together as friends and realised that maybe there was something more there. And then over the next couple of weeks, we hung out, and then there was a kiss after that at some point.
And where was the kiss?
Huh?
On the lips,
On the lips.
obviously. But
Where was it?
Where was it? Was it a date?
Yeah, where were you?
No, you can't go out anywhere. So a few of the dates were at my house or at Evelyn's. We even played that game where you put the plastic thing in your eye. I thought, what a really sexy way to get everything going.
Yeah.
Let's show each other's
Show
gums.
us your gums.
I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to go over to your apartment and I want to play a silly gum game.
That's hot.
Away from everyone.
So hang on. When the show was actually filming, cameras rolling,
Yeah.
there was no kissing between the two of you then at all?
Absolutely not. No.
I mean, and this is what because you two had respect for your partners at the time, and that's what you're going on the show for. So now, so when you get off the show, there's a period that they edit everything up before it goes to air, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are told social media, you're not allowed to go on social media? Like, you got to
They
stay
control
really... You basically have to say that you're still with your partner because they're just about to show it on television.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
they're building drama.
Okay, so what I want to know is, what point, Evelyn, did you have to sit down with Rupert and go, look, Rupert, we're not together, but I just want to be honest with you and tell you Duncan and I have got something going on. Did you do that? that?
I did do that.
Yes.
So me and Rupert actually talk quite regularly.
Yeah.
So we have like a fun banter between us. We've been a support system for each other throughout the show, pepping each other up, laughing, like especially our wedding, we cracked up. We had a really good laugh about it. And as soon as I kind of saw where the situation was going, we both reached out and kind of gave him the heads up. And what did he say? He's like, I think he said he saw it coming.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone saw it coming.
Was he angry with you, Doug?
I think before we did.
No, not at all. He's one of my closest guy mates from the show. So
Okay, other four. Alyssa, we need to talk about Alyssa because she's not even in the country at the moment. Have you spoken to Alyssa before you went into this relationship with Evelyn?
I've reached out to Alyssa numerous times after the show and...
No reply.
Yeah, and look, that's okay because she wasn't... Obviously, she's probably hurting and not feeling too good. So, look, all I tried to do was, say that if I could help or if I could assist in some way, I would, but no sort of communication, so...
Yeah, and because at the end of any relationship is incredibly hard, and watching a partner that you have been with, especially through something so emotionally charged like what you guys have done, to see them... to see your ex-partner move on is always hard. Times it by 1,000 when you're not just quietly moving on to the next relationship. It's for all to see. I mean, yesterday was an example of that. You guys post a photo. It's now public. You've acknowledged it. You've kind of controlled the narrative around it, and it blows up. Everyone wants to know about it, and that would be hard.
Yeah, definitely. It's even a bit scary, like, me and Ev starting our relationship together and thinking, God, there's a fair bit of public parts to that, and so, there's a bit more pressure on it around, like, are we both on the same page and the same level?
Are you moved in with each other? Who's
Not
moving
quite
into?
yet.
No. So would you move in, Evelyn, to Dunk's?
Not quite at this stage, but we're definitely spending a lot of time together.
Has the L word been dropped?
The L word? Like the like word?
No,
The love word.
Not yet.
All right, now that you're out of the experiment, can I ask you this? Were you disappointed when we talk about the experts, and everyone knows what the show's all about, and we need that friction on the show? Were you disappointed with who you were matched up with on the show?
Obviously.
Well, no, at the time, do you mean, or just generally?
No. Is there an element of are you really unhappy with the choices that they went with on the show? Are you upset with the experts?
No, the experts brought me and Evelyn together, so I couldn't be happier about that.
Oh, that's so true. You are so amazing.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That is not the answer I wanted.
Can I just ask? I just want to ask too. When you're saying that there are so many elements to your relationship, and because it is very public, and are we going to go public with this? Because what if it does end tomorrow? Then we've just kind of added to all of this hype.
Yeah.
What are the conversations between you? Like, do you, like you're saying, creeping around and coming up with a plan, and how are we going to orchestrate this? Like, how have you been living for all this time, wanting to be, proud and celebrate your relationship, but having to keep it under wraps?
Yeah, there's been lots of boat days where it's just me and Ev on a boat in the middle of the harbour, so away from everyone else. But I think it makes you have to have harder conversations early on, like you wouldn't normally have. Like, we had really stayed up till 5 a.m. in the morning and not even drinking and going out partying, just talking about ourselves and what we want and what we like and all those things, because you need to know them, otherwise you don't want to jump deep first into a big public relationship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm excited about? I reckon there's a new reality series moving forward.
Just about
Life
After
two.
MAFS?
Yeah, Life After MAFS. Real love from MAFS.
Yeah.
Where we just follow you around a bit.
Wait for the L word,
Wait for
plan
the
your
L word.
wedding.
No, they will ask you now,
pregnancy.
Follow Evelyn to her model shoot.
wedding plans.
Yes.
Have you had feelings about a man like this before, Evelyn, or are these really strong feelings?
That's a bit full.
No,
I can answer that.
That's a great question.
I can definitely say it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So, yeah, it's refreshing, though. I like it. And I think what we agreed on was it's kind of special because we're both going through new things together at the same time. So we've
Well
been
said.
super supportive of each other. So
What about you,
great.
Dunk? Is it like 100%, yeah? Like true love?
Oh, just stop.
Well, you know
This
what
is
I mean.
I'm
Hey,
feeling
we've all
awkward
been in
now.
relationships.
Greg Evans, settle down.
Oh, look,
Hang
if
on,
I
you went
didn't
first.
see a long-term future with Ev, I wouldn't get into the relationship.
Best
You wouldn't
thing
be
you said.
here.
Yeah, it's a lot for not a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
It is, because everyone's already... It's like when when you first get married, you even have a family saying, so when are you going to have a baby and when are you going doing
that's
this?
us.
That's exacerbated in your situation because once everyone knows about it, they're telling you what your relationship is without even really knowing much about it at all.
Yeah, it's like my sister before she met Evelyn, she already knew who she was, right? So it's just a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
All right,
Do you know what?
guys.
It's weird. It is weird. No, we're not doing kissing
doing that.
live on air. No.
Sorry.
I feel it's really weird because I've just finished an interview and I don't get to say MAFS this Sunday night on Channel 9.
That was the last 6 months.
No, thank you very much for coming in, guys. Appreciate it and good luck.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
for your honesty.
Good
Thanks
on
for
you.
having us.
Always.
Appreciate it.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.